Okay, so I'm here at the end of the day, CES Day 2, which, as you remember, is for me is I think day 5 at this point or 4. I've totally lost track. I can barely feel my legs at this point. But I'm sitting in a nice little cafe with my good friend Manolo Almagro, and a fellow emerging technology fellow. You don't get to say that phrase every day. And I wanted to get his impressions. He gave a great presentation today at CES. Get his impressions of what he sees here and why it's relevant to him and why he comes. So let's try this technology. I'll see if I can flip the camera while recording in real time. Magic. It's magic. Here,
There you go.
So, who are you working with now, and how do people get in touch with you if they want to?
Well, I work for a retail tech consultancy called Q Division, which is a subsidiary of Stratacash. So we are the consultancy arm. We're the consultancy arm of the group, basically. We come here to see the trends. I think a lot of what we always say is you need to leave your industry to see where the inspiration is going to come from, the breakthroughs, understanding the trends. And CES, I mean, that's why you come here, is you can see what people are going to expect in their lives or what is going to be setting the new expectations, right? So we've seen this super radical, disruptive, high expectation of people wanting things in an hour. I mean, that thanks to Amazon, we now have a new expectation. So look at what retailers have to do. They have to create a whole new logistics chain just to meet those demands. So here at CES, all of that is happening. Streaming technologies, so you can see a lot of these new companies coming in. Disney Plus is here. They're showing their services and things like that. But then what does that mean? A lot of these streamer platforms have to update and upgrade so that they can support these things. I think what fascinates me is there's a whole new area. Like, in general, it used to be the LVCC was the main platform. TVs, appliances, things like that. That's where you would go. And the Sands was, this experimental area. It's flip-flopped. And I think we see all of these new things. The sleep tech area, huge. Everybody is not getting enough sleep, and there are all sorts of devices. I saw smart pajamas, which were really stylish, that would track your respiration, your body temperature, your heart rate, which, you think about it, it's on you. Why wouldn't it do that? But what's fascinating is they built in a fall sensor. So for elderly people, or if you have a child, you could put it on them, and sometimes they fall out of bed, or they're walking around because they're dressed in pajamas all the time and they fall down. But these kind of things are fascinating to see what and how they're thinking. I think in the areas of home automation, smart home, that is the next war ground. I think we're seeing just the beginning of that. Everybody, Amazon, Google, Samsung, they're all trying to be that one primary. I mean, even Apple, HomeKit's still alive and kicking. As much as they've done nothing for it, it's still out there. But what's happening is people are starting to bring these things into their home. And of course, when it's in your home, that is what you expect. So I would say, look at the technology where they're putting devices in our bathrooms now. We saw the smart toilet last year, smart showers, speakers in our showers. You can tell your shower how to heat up and get ready. So voice continues to grow. And if you think about voice as a whole, why wouldn't I expect other devices in my life to react that way? So from an enterprise perspective, if I have these tools at my office or where I work, why wouldn't I expect that to happen as well? So you got to look at these trends that are happening, even the micro trends. Efficiency in technology, right? You and I were talking about the battery efficiency and performance. Those kind of things are also kind of making their leap, because now I can charge my phone in 15 minutes to 100%.
But now you're going to expect that. So anybody else who isn't selling that is going to have to change.
Exactly. And any other devices that I hook to my phone, or I use to record things, or I use at work, or things that are part of my professional life, I will find those devices that will charge those ways instead of going with the other reliable stuff that's out there. So I think in general, we look at the Consumer Electronics Show as a way to gauge what expectations are going to be set, because that's going to be part of what people expect in everything else they do.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to reach out to you?
You can go to our website, qdivision.us. Don't go anywhere else because it'll look like a sound studio. So qdivision.us tells you what we do. You can follow me on Twitter, Manolo _Almagro, or you can find me on Instagram, Manolo A, and that's how you find me.